Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, man, have I got well, it's a pretty interesting knife with a very interesting name. We are checking out the Remette Wild Species. Yes, the Wild Species. And it's got some wild lightning anode going on this thing for sure. Lightning anode is pretty darn cool in my book. I mean, it just can come out so different. I mean, obviously, not one is exactly the same from another, and it just looks really cool. Now, this one did come in last month's monthly Knife Club box. That's where we ended up with it. So, what does the Wild Species give us? Well, obviously, it is lightning anode titanium. This one, there is a plain tie version as well. But I mean, the clip, we've even got a pop of color there around the pivot collar. You've got, a nice accent there on the thumb studs as well. I think that kind of accents it out pretty well. You've got the lightning anode backspacer. You do have a spot for a lanyard. And from the curvature, it's definitely right hand tip up carry only. For sure. Now we're gonna feel our spot. We gotta rub the spot. You know what I'm saying? And this one is fantastic. There has been a great amount of attention paid to that spot. So it is not sharp. It is not anything. So I give a huge shout out to Remette about that. Maybe one of the best jobs I've seen as far as taking the edges off the milling of that relief cut. Very, very well. I am definitely digging on that. And that's just kind of one of the spots that I just kind of look at. It's kind of, I don't know. I think it's kind of my thing. It's one of my nitpicks, we'll call it, for sure, for sure. But you've got multiple deployment methods, as I showed. You've got the thumb studs. You've got the front flipper. Jumps out there very nicely on those thumb studs. Action, yeah, it's a dropper. Now, as far as the flipper, it flips pretty well. It doesn't stand out too much. It's starting to protrude out and up a bit, So those low profile, I'm for front flippers as long as they're pretty low profile. This one, it is and it isn't. It is and it isn't for me. It is low profile as far as it really doesn't extend over the top of the handle. You've got the point of the handle there, but it's starting to come out this way. So, yeah. So as long as it's got the thumb studs, I mean, for me, it's going to be a thumb stud knife for sure. Reverse flicking it, no. No, I cannot reverse flick this one. I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself. Now, the other thing, as far as the titanium, it's a little slick. It is a little slick. Now, that's just I think obviously that's going to be derived from the lightning anode and then it being polished, to really bring out that the anodization job. But it is a little slick, so not a huge fan of that. I wished it had a little bit more grip to it. M390 blade. I really like the drop point. You've got a nice, good size blade. You've got the curvature of the handle where you pretty much do have a forward choil on it. Obviously, it's a fairly large one. So you do end up losing a little bit of cutting edge as far as that goes, but nothing too major. So, all right, spec check. Spec check. So, just shy of 8 inches, just over 7 3/4. Handle, you're looking at right about 4.5, so that's going to give you roughly right about a 3 1/4-ish inch blade, might be 3/8, 3 3/8, and then your cutting edge is going to be more right about 3 1/4. That overall grip length, as I naturally grip it, I am pretty much, that's just kind of how my hand falls because of that large choil. So it pretty much automatically makes me choke up, which I'm okay with. And my pointer, index finger and pointer, their middle finger, do kind of fall into that larger choil up forward. So, you know, I've got to give that grip length, that whole spot, and it's coming in. Even up here, I mean, we're still coming into that right about the 3.5, you know, mark, point to point. As you can see there, it does hug my hand pretty well. It's got that slight curvature in the handle, which I do like, for sure. But let's zoom out a little bit, and we'll get a quick spec check going. Let's see, bug out. There we are. There's the bug out. Obviously, a little bit bigger than the bug out. And then, of course, we're going to bring in our PM2. And there you go. It's pretty. PM2's just a little bit longer on both ends. Just a little bit. Now, I have got the pocket. Let's see what the pocket. I grabbed the pocket before I grabbed the scale. That's okay. Whoa. In and out of the pocket. Not bad. There with that titanium clip. Obviously, you're going to have a little bit sticking out of the pocket. Nothing too major, though. And with that ano, you know, it kind of, I mean, it does stand out a bit. It's a little shiny. So coming out of the pocket, there you go. You got a nice grip coming out of the pocket. So it's not going anywhere. Good, steady, solid hold. It's not flimsy. It's not floppy. No wiggle, no wobble. It's good. Nice, and solid. So overall, the overall fit and finish, as I've mentioned, done very well. You know, I give a lot of credit to that portion right there. Absolutely. But everything else is chamfered off very nicely. You do have some jimping there on that front flipper. And to be quite honest with you, I've pretty much ignored it because it's got the thumb studs. So the front flipper really has no bearing for me. It just doesn't. It's a thumb stud knife for me. I've already talked, of course, about the titanium is a little slick. I'd love to see the plain tie version. Maybe that's got a little bit of texture on the handle. But as far as aesthetics go, you know, the Lightning Ano, I think it looks really, really good. The designs you get on it are absolutely fantastic. Fit and finish, great. Action, good. Not bad at all. It's a dropper. Jumps out there on the thumb studs. If you are a front flipper person, it does flip very well with the front flipper. No issues as far as that goes. And then, of course, ergos. Ergos are very good for me. Absolutely. I'm a little bit lower on that clip. You know, I can feel it a little bit down here, but nothing outlandish, nothing major, nothing to complain about or anything like that. Just got to tell you what I feel. You know, overall, not a bad knife. And I tell you what, guys, we have seen, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this or said this on a last couple of Remette videos I've done. Remette has just absolutely rocketed from where we first saw, you know, their budget sort of knives to where they're at now. I mean, they have really, really progressed well. And maybe that was planned. They said, all right, we'll start with the budget stuff. And once the budget stuff catches on, we'll show what we can do. And in my opinion, they definitely have. Now, at the time of this video is being recorded, these are selling for $189, which is not bad. You know, that's this one. This is the Lightning anode version, $189. Pardon me. I'm not 100% sure on what the plain tie version goes for. But again, I'll leave links. You guys go check them out if you'd like. But yeah, you know, this is a really, really nice knife to get in a monthly knife club box. I was very happy. The box, if you recall, the box itself was a little lackluster, but it was pretty much, it had to have been planned out kind of at that point, because this was the top of the line knife, your premium knife you got in the box. And okay, I kind of get it. So, but let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? If you have one, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you think of yours. As always, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.